Yo, listen, I got a question for y'all. Um, Florence or Den Haag? That question is totally not related to this stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm Jovio. Good morning. 7 p.m. I hope you had a wonderful sleep. And today we have feedback. Feedback, I think. Feedback, right? Feedback, guys. We are feedbacking. Yes. Oh wait. I already had a thing over here to do some feedback on. Today we're gonna feedback all over the place. And okay, no need to spoil my surprise. I mean, it's not really a surprise. It's just, yeah. Just wanted to show something real quick. Because I've been working on this one track. That just sounds amazing as fuck. And I just, wait a minute, just. Boy, give me a second. You saw nothing? You saw it. I'm orderly. I'm an organizer. I take care. I put them. I don't just leave my clean clothes just like laying around somewhere in the. No, I'm not. God, I would never do something like that. What are you talking about? So yeah, so, like I've been working on this like one track that just sounds absolutely bonkers, and it's sick. But like I don't know if I want to show it. Show it if I want to like finish it right now, or if I want to like wait for a little bit. So I'm just gonna show a little snippet today. So yeah. Tal is here. Hello, what's up? Ben Pim is here. Hello, what's up? And yeah, like the question of like Florence or Den Haag is simply because I want to go on vacation. I want to go on vacation with a friend of mine. Because he likes just like traveling and stuff, and honestly, I do need to travel myself as well. It does good things to the mind, right? And yeah, we've kind of been discussing on whether we go to Italy or the Netherlands or even Spain actually. Well, Florence was his suggestion, right? Because Florence is this wonderful city. I don't know much about Florence, so yeah. And the suggestions of Den Haag in Spain were mine because I have friends over there that I want to pay a visit to. But those details will be discussed in the future, right? Right now we just like threw our suggestions into the open. We're gonna discuss them. But yeah. Damn. Traveling plans. Fantastic. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, nothing new on the West Front. I've been like working like nonstop on like the EP visuals. I'm getting very few things done, but I am getting something done, right? And I'm learning more new things about animating inside of DaVinci, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And yeah, so far it's going great. So the one thing that I am gonna have to figure out soon is actually what's effectively the full recording of the entire EP, right? Because so far I have like the individual tracks, and I need to figure out how to make them transition from one track to another, or I might as well just like phase that out completely. I'm not sure. I don't want that, honestly, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out logistics. So yeah. Now what do we have over here? So far only Tao submitted something, right? Only Tao submitted. If the stream's just gonna be like one submission, I'm gonna turn it into a talk stream. I think that's like the only solution for like yeah. for if I don't get any more submissions. But I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Just a little bit. Like, I heard from Oreo that he wanted to send something, so just gonna wait for a little bit. Let's calm down a little bit. So yeah. Didn't even share the stream in Jason's server. Do I have to? Do I have to promote my stream? I honestly feel pretty lazy. But yeah. Hi. Feedback. That's gonna be like the only thing that I'm gonna write. The thing is, I don't want to like, the one thing that I don't like is if I'm not active in a server, and let's face it, I'm not active in the majority of servers that I'm in, and then I only use the self-promo channel. Just feels scummy, right? But the promo, the clicks. No, that's fine. I'm not doing that. Don't do it on my behalf. That is a little bit weird. So should I post? You have anyone needs feedback? I'm no. Yeah. That's as much promo as I'm gonna make. As I'm gonna do. As a I wish I was more active in a lot more servers. You're like completely locked in one specific thing. You just completely ignore everything else. Right? This was already a topic that I discussed, right? Last time that I need to be a little bit more careful, right? But I think I am, because like I do take breaks, and in those breaks, that's where I try to respond to the DMs, make sure that I do, you know, anything involving household stuff. Yeah. But, yeah. So what do we have up here? I can already open up the links. Oh wait, but it opens up the mess. Whatever reason. Yeah. And this is very unorthodox. Do like that. Okay. Here. Okay. Okay, so now we have 2 submissions. Great. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Right. Could it be that Oreo thinks that stream starts in like an hour or something? That would be very funny. It would be extremely funny. Solonex, hello, what's up? Hi. 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 Also, is this... Wait, the chat not working? No, it is. Shared the link in some servers. How, you fool? What have you done? What have you done? I'm doomed. I'm completely doomed. My reputation is in shackles now. It's unbelievable. I can't believe you've done this. I trusted you, Tal. This is just... What have you done? This will completely... This puts a... This is... This is Paris, dude. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Believe you've done... Why? Why? Anyhow. Once my tea has been completely consumed, that's when we're gonna That's where we're gonna start, I guess. Cause yeah. Oh, maybe I should like in the face cam thingy. Maybe I should put like stuff. No, wait a minute. I'm dumb. I am dumb. I'm actually very dumb. You should put it in the chat, right? Send me your tunes over here, and please read the rules in the description. I'm a professional streamer. It's not like I forgot to pin a message. Cannot pin the message. What? Well, that's interesting. Okay, let me open up the doc again. Live. The message is gone. Uh-huh. Yeah, it just completely disappeared. Okay. Send me your tunes. There it is. Okay. That was weird. That was very weird. But okay. We persevered. We figured out the problem. We solved it. Good. Good. Das ist sehr, sehr gut. Sehr, sehr gut. Hell yeah. Ah. My God. Ah, man. Okay, berry tea. Yeah, a very weird taste. Like, I went to the store yesterday, it was, right? And I was like, ooh, wild berries. That sounds interesting. I bought it and it's like, I mean, yes, it's kind of sweet, but then you just have this like very acidic aftertaste. Which I guess makes sense because like berries are kind of acidic, but I don't know. Not like that acidic, so I wish I had tunes. Then make some. No one can stop. Like, go to your laptop, download FL Studio, and then just start making stuff. Like, who can stop you? The government? What do they want with your tunes? They want nothing. But I want something with your tune. That is for you to make some and send me some over. So I can roast it. You know? Imagine alkaline aftertaste. No. No. I have for all plugins, but you know what I don't have? Motivation. Then get some motivation. Get some motivation. Just like freaking... Again, no one can stop you. Just make yourself a schedule. Make yourself a schedule from this point in time to this point in time, you make some tunes, right? Then you have a break. From this point and this point, you make some more tunes. Then you have another break, right? Treat it like a 9-to-5 job. That's like, that's... At least that's worked for me at the moment, so you know. As a kind of weird how like, I've been making music for how many years now? 7 or 8 years. No, it's still 7 years, right? Or is it 8? When did I start? Started summer 2018? Okay, no, it's still like 7.5 years, right? And I never had like some kind of like structure or like routine or anything. I just made shit. If it worked, great. And if it didn't, I would jump into the river, I guess. But I never had like any kind of like structure or organization. I just made stuff, and if it got finished, hooray, and if it didn't, oh well. Now that I like switched up my strat to only focus on one thing and then have a daily routine to do everything, it's changed my life. It's wow. Like, it's pretty apparent when you like look at my website, right, and you see my discography. This is like, they're like 2 years where you only have 2 tracks. It's very like, it just tells you so much, right? about like the dip in quantity of my tracks, because like 2022, okay, it wasn't much, right? It was also 4 tracks. Like 2021 was pretty eventful, right? It was very eventful, and then it just went down. So 2020, what was it? Yeah, 2023, only 2 releases. 2024, only 2 releases. And last year was almost, it almost was another 2 release year, but fortunately I got a couple of collabs in that year, right? And this year, who knows? I mean, I know that the EP is gonna release this year, that's for sure. But after that, I don't know. If anything, once I'm done with this EP, I think I'm gonna like take a long break from everything, because I noticed that if I finish any kind of project, it's very difficult for me to like move over to the next one. It's like I completely lose all of my fuel, right? This was the case with Aphelion. This kind of was the case when I finished the Gravity remix, because in January I just like completely hyper focused on that. And now I think after the EP, I think it does make sense for me to like to also prepare some stuff after the release, right? Stuff like behind the scenes or videos or whatever else, right? But yeah, I think after the EP releases, I'm gonna take a long break, right? Just to make sure I'm not completely burnt out the next time I touch my DAW, right? So yeah. I never finished a project and like hyper focus on only one, right? Just like pick one, just hyper focus on this one thing. Everything else can wait, right? Because like if you do things just like willy-nilly and just like they hop around like a carrot, like picking up one carrot and then dropping it because you found another carrot, right? You're not gonna get stuff done. No, right? Just focus on one thing and do it step by step, right? And just like step by step, finish all the, right? Man doesn't have ADHD brain. You or me? Because I No, I definitely think that. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's ADHD, autism, or cordyceps, who knows. But it's been pretty apparent. Like, me going to therapy was pretty revealing that, yeah, I'm definitely not neurotypical. Like, by a long shot not. And, yeah. It explained quite a lot of things about my life. And how I behave. So, yeah. Anyhow, so 15 minutes, no, not even 15, 20 minutes passed. And we haven't received anything else yet. So, I'd say let's just get started, and then we'll see if we get more, if we don't get, just do like a talk stream. Why not? Why not? Like, people like talking. So, yeah, let's get this started. Hello, welcome to Feedback. As you can see, oh, that's Denpelm. Sorry, this is your first message from Denpelm. If anything feels uncomfortable, you can block this user below. Okay, sure. Oh, let's block him. Nah. Okay, so like the very first thing that I want to show you before we go to Aldebaran was this thing, right? I'm just gonna like play the drop because it's like, bro. You might have already heard it in one of Paul's reels on Instagram. Yep, that's it. Anyways, Aldebaran. Now you need feedback. That's true, but I have Paul and Toki for that, so yeah. Oh, speaking of, I should probably like check out Toki again. He is live today, right? I haven't been in one of his streams in a very long time. Okay, Tokyo Machine. No. I don't want League of Legends players. Does he have a sketch? Okay, he's live tomorrow and Sunday. Okay. Good to know. No, because I haven't been in a stream in quite a while. So yeah. But yeah. True. Only comment I have is snare things, but you know what? Yeah, I mean you already feedback the crap out of this. So yeah. So now I'm going to feedback the crap out of you. Now, Aldebaran. This track is good, by the way. Let me change this, by the way. Say I don't think I like the snare change. That was a different snare back then. That'll reveal everything. Okay. So second drop is just an idea. I did not dislike it. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Okay, so. Dingens. Latour. Intro. I'd say this is fine. I'd say like around here. I would probably want to hear like some kind of bass. It doesn't matter if it's like a detuned saw or a double bass or an E bass or my bass. I don't know. Right? Just something to like, something like plucky that fits with, you know, the drums in the back. Right? Right? As a suggestion, just to fill in. Also, there was like a very low resonance over here. You can see that. Bruder, was ist das? Bro, just reduce like that one frequency. Okay, I guess you're gonna build this up later on, but yeah, I would probably add some like transitional Foley, like okay, not that. Not with your mouth. It would be pretty funny. And that's it. Bruh. The chat seems to be lagging. Or is it because... No, it's not. It'll be fine, I think. But I mean, it does show up, so... Sound is a snap, which was made with mouth sounds. Oh, okay, I see. So it's totally not a coincidence that I suggested that you should add more mouth Foley. When the impact itself doesn't sound bad, I would just add more transitional Foley. Like, I mean, if you want to, I can send one of my things, this thing, for example. Right? Super simple. Anything will do. Anything. So, yeah. Don't have much to say about the build-up. I don't think you would need to develop it any further, I guess. Because that already sounds pretty good. So. So, yeah, as I said, I don't like the snare change. The previous snare sounded... It sounded fine, though. If you do want to use the AU5 snare over here, I would probably, like, just... do the thing that I do whenever I play around with, acoustic snares. That is to boost the body a fuck ton and then compress. Okay, maybe not that, but like... a tiny cup or something. And then to compensate, you can either reduce or have like a dynamic EQ. Do I have the snares sometimes here? Right. Like, that was the idea of the snare of the track that I showed before. Of, well, the track called Shadow Manifold. Right? Just like boosting the body in such a way that it smears the transient in some kind of way. Right? So everything sounds a lot more glued together. Somehow, in some kind of way. I don't really have much of like an authority when it comes to like snares. I think Tao is much more of an expert with that, but I hope you understand what I mean, right? Just like a snare that is like nice and glued. Or just bring the old snare. Okay, fine. Just bring the old snare. Just don't use this one. So yeah. And I think I already talked about this the last time I gave you feedback about this track. Some of the basses have a static sub, right? So it's just like a sub with like 0 movement. I would probably add just a tiny bit of like pitch automation, but just a tiny bit, like and then to add a bit more of like natural movement without doing much with the sub. I wouldn't be afraid to like add something like chorus or ensemble to this, right? Because like the bass on top of it has like a lot of vowel movement, and usually it sounds very weird if the top has a lot of movement and then the bottom is just flat, static, right? Or yeah, that's also a good idea to like to change the volume of the harmonics, right? That is a good idea. I'd say for like this last bass, because I'm seeing that it doesn't have a lot of high end, and it does kind of sound a bit weird when we just came from like a very gritty, sharp bass before that. Maybe at like a reverse white noise tail, right? To compensate for the lack of high end on that bass. Like the bass itself sounds fine, just that, you know, there's much high end. Which is good, by the way. It sounds nice and dark. Nice and dark, but yeah, I would probably turn harmonizer knob up. I think that might actually ruin the bass. Or if you do, something that I discovered is that it does have a mask, right? I tend to do that trick too, right? But if I do it, then, right, if I turn this up, I always go over here to harmonizer local mask and just remove like lows and mids, so I only have the highs. Right, because if I don't do that, this might like mess with the mids and lows, right? Yeah, just like a heads up. I'd say this part is okay. Just I would like a more dramatic shift around here. I'd say for this section, what I do want to hear is pads. Pads are gonna help you a lot, and something like rhythmic percussive, right? Like something that goes nicely with the staccato strings. Right? Drums, yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually, maybe just like a drum kit might actually work. I can imagine a drum kit over here. Yeah. I was thinking more like ethnic drums on top, but no, a drum kit might actually be better. I can see that, yeah. Genty guitars might be overkill unless you're doing like very chill genty guitars. That would fit. Yeah. Ah yes, the creepy girl that's just staring at me menacingly. Hi. So, as I said, I did not dislike the second drop. It's a pretty huge shift from the first one, but I think it fits. It fits because like the first one was very like very intense, right, and in your face. Very fast as well, and this one's more like beefy and chunky and heavy. So I'd say the idea works, just that I would probably use different sounds. Or layer different sounds, because like currently for like this main bass over here, you're using this like chorus stacking bass. Just like layer like a growl on top of that. And for these basses over here, it's gonna sound pretty wild, but like use like death step guns. Or at least like apply death step logic to those. No, it's gonna work. It's gonna work, right? And in doubt, just like pick fully samples and distort them. Right? At least that's how I do it. Your techniques may vary. And yeah, and then for the second half, just like lean more on the melodic side. Yeah, that's definitely gonna. Yeah, and then write an outro, of course. So yeah, please talk on it, guns it is. Then I guess use pistol guns. No one's gonna. No one can stop you. So yeah, Talur Aldebaran. I always have to pronounce it like that because I can't say Aldebaran. No, it's just Aldebaran. No, Aldebaran. It's the same deal with like the German word for brain, right? Gehirn, right? I can't say Gehirn. I need to say Gehirn. Gehirn. So yeah. So sad he stopped writing music. Yeah, that's a shame. Or maybe thank God. I don't know. Who knows? So yeah. Thank you, Tao. Now, Denpalm. Denpalm. So yeah. Hype hoop live. Hype no. Hoop no. How do you pronounce this thing? Maybe super embarrassing, but like, brain is mush. My brain is mush. Where's the... Hypnagogia? Or... Usually I don't, like, struggle with, like, pronunciation.
Hypnagogia.
Hypnagogia. Okay, fine. Sure. Whatever, I guess. Hypnagogia. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. There's a thing. This track needs a lot more beef in general. Like, I'm looking at my notes and it's like beefier, beefier, beefier. Like, let's start with the intro, right? You start off with like this super like punchy impact, right? Which, okay, but then the drums, they're not over here in my face. They're more like a couple over there, where it's just plant, right? I don't know if you have like access to damage 1 or damage 2, but like if you do, please use those and make sure that like the drums are like in your face, right? In your face. You can use don't be afraid to use transient shapers. Like FL's transient processor is relatively good at really bringing out the drums of damage 1 and 2, right? You can also use tools like Camel Crusher, right? I always use Camel Crusher on drums, especially orchestral ones. Though I don't use the fat mode. If I turn the fat mode off, kind of has this like characteristic where it like transient shapes the transient. Could have thought. Fat mode is more like squashing everything, but you don't want that in orchestral drums, at least in my opinion, right? So best to put that on the drum, right? And yeah. Another thing that I noticed, again, very static sub. The static sub. Okay, no, you switch it out for a sound noise base. That's okay. It's like here, the sub over here doesn't really work. I would switch it for a detuned saw. And for this, it does work pretty well. Okay. I think for this one, I would also want to hear a choir. Oreo, what's up? Hi. Hi, we were wondering where you were. Why do I not like this drop? Like, again, I feel like the drop lacks a lot of beef. It's not that punchy, and like in contrast to like the beginning, it's kind of thin, right? So, what would be my suggestion? Let's start with like the drum selection. Like as Tao said, the modern drums do kind of work except for like the first part. It's kind of like trap snare-ish kind of thing. Like maybe try like a beefy kick clap, like a Xylem kick clap maybe. Over here, I would say more body. Yeah, just boost the body. Right, over here. And I think using the same snare in the second drop, right? Okay. Play around with reverb tails, right? Just like layer in a reverb tail, see if it fits for the first drop. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then don't add that, but definitely do add a reverb tail in this final part, right? The orchestral one. So yeah. And I think the reason why this feels weird is because of the sub. one of the things about like basses that basses that are like plucky or fast or kind of feel like someone's stabbing you is that trying to match the movement of that bass with the sub doesn't really work, right? And I think a good example of that, I'm not sure if I can like show it on stream, but I'm gonna try anyways, is, let me duplicate the tab. I think a good example is Axios. It was blood material, right? I think it was blood material. It was blood material, right? If you listen to the drop here, what do you notice? The sub doesn't do no, it's a sustain. Boom, boom, right? And it's a very beefy sustain, mind you, right? I can imagine this fits better with this kind of bass, right? So I'd say like cut off the sub from there and add a more sustained. You can add a saw noise bass if you want to, right? Like this. I mean, this is not a saw noise bass, but like, right? Like a nice layer underneath. I also like the downbeat elements, though I would, you know what, if you do have access to like a choir library, like layer like a choir like a choir staccato with the downbeat, with the downbeat elements. I can imagine it fits pretty well. Over here, I'd say the sub fits better, right? As something that follows the bass, right? Because this is more like stompy. This one goes more into the direction of Mecha Turbo 3, right? Because the second drop is also kind of like that. Though, again, this one also has a sustained sub, right? So, yeah. So I think over here, I think they're a plucky sub better, yeah. And also, you may have noticed over here, which is also something that I recommend, a background pad, very subtle, very quiet, right? It's just like a sustained pad in the background, right? I would probably add that as well. Because this really fills in the gaps, right? In between the hits. Without really adding much. Right? Something, anything. It can be a pad, it can be a note, whatever. Right? Yeah. This was fine. Ah, right. The percussions. The ones that go again, the curve. Brother, the curve. The curve is the key. The curve is the key. They are pretty harsh on the high end. I would turn those down. know what? I think this needs another synth that plays an ARP. Again, we're gonna go to another track for that. This stream is so gonna get demonetized. It would be a tragedy, but I can't monetize my stuff. So yeah. Alien Weapon also has something very similar. Allein Weapon? I think it was on the breakdown, right? Right? So yeah. Right? Something like that. This one was also fine. Yeah, I'd say second drop, same argument for the sub. Better sustained than pop. But then the second half didn't sound that bad. I think the sub fits there. You don't have to change that. I think the Spectral Gate could have been done a little bit better. Though it's pretty difficult to get it right, at least for like my settings. At least for the Spectral Gate that I tend to use, I tend to put the weak strong balance at like 0.9 because that roughly is the same amplitude, right, as the dry signal, and then after that you can automate this, and I would probably put the FFT size a little bit longer instead of very short. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, what I said before with the snare needing a reverb tail, and I'd say because you have a pretty, yeah, you have a very stable sub over here, layer like a bass pluck on top of that, but with, you know, the sub of that chopped off. That's what I tend to do a lot. Something like that, right? So you have this guy, but do not forget, chop this off. So you still have space for normal sub. No wait, this was not the right, what? This was the right one, yes. Right, so you have this guy. Let's D. My perfect pitch is failing me. I don't know what kind of sub you have, but like this and then this on top. Right? So you still have a pluck effect, right? but it's not interfering with the very stable sub, right? And also, if you can, implement some orchestral drums in that section as well. For an MP3 artifact effect, I think there's a better way to do that. Hang on. Okay, I'm just gonna download this and experiment myself a little bit. Because usually I don't really go for like an MP3 effect. No, I lied. I did that in Flat March. The outro, that's an MP3 effect. Like what I meant with the with Zedingens. Okay, I lied again. So it's not the weak strong balance, not at 9, but roughly 0.87 or something. Like if you're in doubt, just keep an eye on the volume meter, right? That sounds a bit more like it. Because I think that you're crossfading the spectrograde over here. You're definitely crossfading the spectrograde. I would say like for this section, just turn it on for this section, right? Like a mix or something. Let's do this, right? And then once the kick hits again, you can turn it back on again, and then yeah, automate the cutoff amplitude, right? I'll do that with a different spot because that's a lot more like it. This sounds a lot more natural than doing a crossfade with a spectrograde. So yeah, just like very briefly turning it on and then automating cutoff. So yeah. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Very nice track. Liked it. I liked it. So yeah. Good job, then Pelham. I hope you found peace in my feedback. If so, great. If not, then I'm deeply. Anyways, Oreo, hello. Everything noted? Okay, sweet. Aurel! Drop extended from 2024. Listen to it. Okay, short but sweet. Let's do the following. Oreo, can you enable downloads very quick? Otherwise, I can record it using minimeters, but it's easier to have downloads. How? Okay, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll record it myself. Fine. I will do it myself. This, that, here. Sweet. Okay. Floor. There we are. I'm gonna switch over to this. All right. Start working on this. Why not? That sounds about right. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm noticing is that well, first of all, the toms in your drum kit a little bit bloated. That's a bit better, but just the toms, right? So yeah, it's 180. Okay, good, very good. And space, that's fine. That's actually a very that's a good segue to the first thing that I noticed. I mean, there is no way for me to boost it without everything distorting, but yeah, it needs a lot of bass. Most of the focus is over here. Ouch. And I think it's more pat than bass in that section. So you have this very harsh frequency range over here, right? And not much of the bass. And I don't think I mind, like, Denpelm says that the arrangement is kind of random. I don't think that's an issue. Issue really is just mixing, because like you've seen with Cal's track Aldebaran, right? It's also kind of random-ish, but it works, right? It works. It's a very in-your-face track. Also another thing, I'll probably turn this on again. There we are. Okay, now I can hear the bass a little bit better. Yep. And, okay, so yeah, pad. The pad is very loud. It is very loud and it has that frequency. I'm noticing that you have like a small little bell melody in the background, right? I'd say when it comes to the arrangement of that bell, be a bit more reserved, right? Don't have the bell play for the entire section, just tiny little pieces. They should function more like melodic fills in between the basses, right? And that's it. That's it. I think they should play without any kind of bell or anything. Maybe a bell line over here. Or more around here, because then you have that melodic turnaround. Right? Be a lot more reserved, right? Otherwise you're just like in this sea of sound, and the bell can overwhelm everything. It takes attention away from the bass, right? Which is dangerous. That is very dangerous. You want the basses to be in the main focus, right? I don't know what to say, like, that kind of tonal balance is better. Though what does tonal balance say about that? Is it a good tonal balance? Yes or no? Yep, tonal balance approves. Yeah, some basses are do you have a pitch automation? sometimes it can sound cool, especially when there's like a turnaround happening, right? That you have something that's completely atonal, but in other parts, it's better to have basses that do have a stable end, right? What do I mean by this? By pick one of my basses, for example. It's not too loud. Right? Like a lot of the basses are doing this. So there's like no tonal center, right? It has to do something like this, where it doesn't really matter what is happening at the start, but the ending should like hit the fundamental. Like, that sounds cool as hell. Like if I have something like this. If I pitch it lower. No. I guess that also sounds cool, but like in the context of the track, it doesn't really work, right? That fits a little bit. Especially that beginning hit, right? Where it goes, "Nuh," right? Yeah, if anything, I can send you the space over so you can use that in the track if you want to. I just noticed, yeah. Yeah, that's the consequence of having a Vital inside of a patcher. Because like the patcher already is the window, so it doesn't render anything above that. It looks weird, but like there is no fix for it, I think. Maybe if I switch it to automatic? No, it doesn't work. But yeah, I'm not for like this is the patch. Oops. Right. The next thing that I want to talk about, drums. This needs better drums. These drums are pretty soft. What can I recommend? I mean, maybe that one A5 drum works over here. It is this one, yep. Okay, make a very quick and dirty sidechain setup. Track, yes. There. Sidechain. Give me this. Sidechain. Turn it on. 5 million years later. Nope. Actually, wait, let me put the EQ on the track instead of the whole map. That's a lot better. So this snare needs to be like lower in pitch. The body is still kind of. The body is round. That would like the yeah, this thing. God damn. 24 to 4. And make this guy longer. No, longer. There we are. That's much better, bro. And for kicks, I mean, it's on the same pack. Although this one's too... Oh, this one. Might be a little bit light, but probably work. No, it doesn't. Okay, sure. One of my kick. Why not? Ah, no, it's the, this, yeah. Let's just do that. Kick. Just a minute. The kick is very muffled. Like a lost sub. Yeah. Why is there like a lot of sub going through? I don't want that. God, I really want to hear this with this bass. Oops. I don't know how to chop it out, but to make it quieter here. Right? You understand what I mean? Before I forget, I'm just gonna... Wait, who followed? Who did it? Tenacity! Hello, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're doing some feedback stuff. Just a minute. Because I do want to send in that one reset over here, right? Here. Patcher, patch. If it doesn't load, just take the vital from it. If it wants to upload, that's the other thing. Tonicity, hello. Good morning. It doesn't want to upload it. God damn it. Every single time I celebrate. Then okay, fine. I'm just gonna make a video. They don't have the accentuated O's. I'm gonna cry. That's sad. View. Paste. Base. View. Save it. And then I need to open. Oh. This. Yes. Open file location. There we are. Okay, so now we have the preset. I hope it works because I'm not sure if it also saves the samples, but if it doesn't, I'll just like, yeah. Actually, I could just send in the, wait. Vito FST, right? That also work. Yeah, that works as well. Okay. So now you have the bass over here. Yeah, like the snare needs to change. That's the main thing. And yeah, as I said, less focus on the melodic, on the bell, but it should act more as a melodic fill. Tame the pads, put more emphasis on the bass, and that should be about it. Maybe like also like add crashes. Oh, there is a crash. It's just very quiet. So yeah. But not that it's quiet. It needs mids. Yeah. Turn up the mids from the crash, and that should be it. So yeah. Nice. Good job. Good job, man. Good job. Did it work? It did. Excellent. AK, turn them up. I mean, if you want to turn them up, I'm not gonna stop you. I can't stop. No one can. Right? But like, crashes like add a bunch of pounds to stuff, right? Like, I mean, I can demonstrate. Like, you notice in the track that I just showed you, beginning of the stream, right? I push the crashes like way too much, but it adds so much punch to it. It's amazing. Right? It just like, boom, Alter. In your face, right? Though in your case, it's more to help keep up the rhythm, right? The flow of things. So, yeah. Nice. Okay, we fitbucked 3 tracks. Pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. We could wait for more, but I don't know. Tonicity, do you have any track to send over so I can roast it in a 35-degree Fahrenheit oven? If not, that's okay. We can battle. So yeah. In the meantime, I'm already going to open up the project file for the EP because I need to work on the transitions after the stream. So yeah. Oh man. And I think I already said that last stream, but I can't wait to be done with the EP. Because I need to worry about other things other than music. And I can't just hold up. Okay, he does have something. He does have something. Alright. What can I send? There's like a pinned message in the chat. It's gonna be my SoundCloud page. You can send over on SoundCloud DMs. There. If it's a private SoundCloud link, then yeah. I'll look into it. But yeah. No, because like, there's been some stuff that is not music related that I need to take care of, right? And yeah, but like, either I worry about this or I worry about the EP. Right now, I want to get this EP finished, right? I really want to get it finished because I'm working for way too much time. So yeah, I see. And after that, I'll just fix everything bürokratisches, right? So yeah. Version of go. Oh wait. In the meantime, I can send 100% forward order of the bases. There we go. The main thing that I do have to like take care of is how I can make myself independent. It's the main thing that I'm gonna be concerned about, because it's not easy as far as I know. Besides, it's not independency. I don't know if there's a term for that in English. In German, it would be freiberuflich. But I don't want to be 100% freiberuflich. Wait, let me see if Translate can help me. Right. Independence. I know that's what freelance means. Oh. Yeah. That's gonna be the concern. But I need to figure out how this works with going freelance and also maybe having a job or stability, right? Because as far as I know, that is possible, but there might be some regulations of that. So yeah. But as I said again, EP first, then we can worry about like office stuff, okay? So yeah. Anyhow, we're gonna wait on tonicity so we can review one more track. Plugin Boutique exclusive, up to 65% off on Sound Toys. No, I think I have everything that I need from Sound Toys, and that's called Crystallizer. Crystallizer's cool. I like it a lot. I mean, who doesn't like Crystallizer? Like, come on. Is good. Is good stuff. La, 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 la. Mm. Did I miss his message or? I figured. I don't know what to send. Like, I'm open to anything. I mean, so long as they, follow the rules and read them in the description. Are they in the description? Hang on a minute. Yes, they are. Had a mild panic attack over there, but yeah. Okay, there it is. We have something. Wow! All right, check it out. I guess I'm gonna call it a day after this. So yeah, tonicity, where the light remain. What do we have? change. Holy shit. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I'm just gonna drag it into the thing. Whoop. This. Let me switch up over here. Okay, so there's that of your channel. Let's see. I'd say for a track like this, the piano is okay, though. I wish it were a little bit more emotive. Like, trying to play around with velocity, trying to humanize it a bit, right? It definitely, this would definitely improve the piano. Over here, I'd say the pads have too much height. You can even see it. I'd say for the intro, the height is not really necessary. If you do want to fill it out, I would recommend like Stream Fully. If you have like a water pack somewhere, you can use like a recording, a kind of river or something. Very quietly in the background. Sorry, then over here, pick is like completely destroying the master. You can see that it's like, yeah. Like, turn down the kick, or try to, like, you know, reduce the low end. Alright, the other thing that I forgot. The same argument for the piano applies to the strings as well. Make them a bit more emotive, right? And again, play around with velocity. Okay, so what I noticed, I think I finally understand what's going on for the majority of the track. Not everything is sidechain. Some stuff, yes, it does bob up and down, but like the piano is not sidechained. In this case, when you do have yeah, a kick that's doing 4 on the floor, it's not sidechaining the piano. It makes it sound pretty stale. So I would recommend also sidechaining the piano, but not as much because this is more of a build, right? Right. This was pretty harsh. I think the issue is this area over here, 5K. Let's reduce the 5K on the because it does kind of come out of nowhere, doesn't it? Here, I'm not sure about the sidechain. As in, it sounds like you wanted to do like a very big impact, but it doesn't have that punch. I think it is because there is like no sidechain over here. Or at least the sidechain is very, very weak. Can I maybe normalize? No. Ooh, okay, and here be careful with all the elements that you have. I'd say in general the track is very like quite pushed on the master, right? And over here it's pretty noticeable that some stuff is fighting, especially in the low end. Whoa. I didn't even like get that one. Yeah. If I boost, you can really hear stuff's going on down there. Yeah, I think it's because you have like a bass and an impact at the same time. This can work. I do that myself quite a lot, but you have to be careful that once you push it, right, once you maximize it, that two elements aren't fighting because they occupy the same frequency space, right? So yeah, a couple tricks include like reducing the area of one element, usually the impact itself, right? So the bass has room. Or using a compressor where you can like press both together. I don't know, just like make sure these two things aren't like completely aren't occupying the same space, right? And if they do, just like keep in mind that there should be a bit of room for another. How do we reduce that area? Yeah, and when you do stuff like build-ups, like here sidechain is completely fine. 4 on the floor, steady. It's nice. But once the kick starts going faster, that's where I would want to weaken the sidechain by automating the mix of whatever plugin you're using, right? So if you have this, that's your like sidechain curve, automate the master. Because if you don't do that and your sidechain goes to zero, to negative infinity, if it mutes the track, basically, right? It's gonna sound weird. Because then you have this. If you just do a little bit, you're not gonna lose that much punch. In general, I recommend like not putting your sidechain so it mutes the track. Like, leave a little bit of room. You're not gonna lose a lot of punch, and it glues everything together. So yeah. That's fine. Okay. If you can, tune down the distortion on those drums. Because they really crunch up the high end and the low end as well. Yeah, that usually means that there's a lot of distortion. Like, I do like the distortion itself. It does add a lot of flair to the drums, but yeah, I would tune it down a little bit. That modulation was a bit confusing. You might have to clean that up a little bit. Oh, also, wait a minute. What are the symbols? Very important. Don't skip the symbols. Don't skip the symbol. Hang on. Not in the grid. Right, maybe add a little bit of automation. Don't skip the symbols. They're very important. Here you can maybe skip it. Oh wait, you didn't skip them over here. Like, maybe add those same symbols this side. Yep. Yeah, I think you're pushing quite a bit. Also, just a quick question: are you using Fruity Limiter by chance? For this track, yes. Okay. I don't know what version of FL you're using, but if you do have emphasis, what is it? This. If you do have emphasis, please use that instead. Fruity Limiter is actually not great for anything that has to do with like mixing or mastering, right? Because of the envelope controls. Like, they really mess with the dynamics of the track. So yeah, either emphasis or, I mean, if you don't have anything at all, what could you use? True, Maximus. Just use Maximus. There. Never mind. Don't use Maximus. For limiting, I mean, limiting. What would people use for limiting if they don't have anything? Oh no, I never thought about that. I mean, you could use Wave Shaper, right? Like, hang on. Let me try something. Is that it? Yeah, that works. Okay. I'd say for limiting, use Wave Shaper if you don't have like a dedicated limiter, right? Like for example, I'm using this one called Invisible Limiter G3. If you don't have anything like that, yeah, a quick and dirty method would be to use Wave Shaper. You're basically hard clipping your output, but that's better than having Fruity Limiter because, yeah, again, these controls, they really mess with your track. So, yeah. Because I was wondering the entire time, okay, this is loud. Yeah, and then somewhere around here, it's like very quiet. The focus is on the bass. So, yeah. And speaking of this, the reason why I wanted to time it was because on melodic sections like this, I do recommend adding layers that are rhythmic, right? So yes, sustains, pretty cool. But if you do something like, oh no, this. There. Let's boost that a little bit. Adds a lot of stuff to it. Especially when you put focus on low mids, right? Of course, you're gonna have your sub over here, so, you know. Yeah, something to keep the entire track flowing. Because, you have these cymbals. I'm noticing a little ARP, that's good. But there's nothing for the bass, right? And that also needs something rhythmic. So, yeah. Consider adding that. Oh. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. LOL. Interesting, but you know what? I think I prefer this turnaround with the plug, right? Because keep in mind, your sub is stable, right? The sub is not moving at all, right? But you could have this layer on top, which doesn't have a sub at all, mind you, right? So you have the stability of the sub, which doesn't move, but you still have the rhythmic element of the plug, right? Then over here, I'm noticing that something is weird about the transient of your snare. And I think it's because of the glitch that you added. Because this one sounds fine. Sounds like there are like multiple transients stacked, right? Over here as well. There as well over here. Even see. Oh yeah, you can see it. See those like tiny little gaps over here? Right? There's like a tiny strip. A tiny strip that's like a little bit brighter than the rest. Those are exactly those transients. Yeah. I don't know exactly what's causing this, but I think it's a glitch. Sidechain the glitch. Easy fix. Like that's what I do with if I have layers with my sneakers, right? I have this, and I mean I don't have a glitch like that, do I? Do actually? Hang on, wait. Over here, I think. Something like that, I guess. Whoop. Do this. And make sure that, you know, if the glitch has some kind of transient, like this one. See how it sounds weird? Yeah, don't forget to sidechain it. That sounded cool. So maybe here, like, maybe mute the supercells in that part. Because it can sound like a cool fill. Boom, right? Maybe add an impact over here. And that like fades in. Yeah. Maybe kind of impact. Yeah. Here especially, where I said, you know, the piano needs a lot more emotion, especially over here. Yeah, don't be afraid to like take the extra time to like add a bit of humanization to your piano, right? No, not by using the humanization function. I know that there's an option somewhere to humanize somewhere around here. I do mean like taking the time to dial in every note, right? Just think, okay, how would like an actual piano player play this, right? That would be changed most cool. I like that. I like the progression, it's very cool. This kick was weird. Like at first it was high pass. And then it gets low pass. I would probably just like low pass it in general and that's it. same arguments from the first drop. Snare, especially over here with the glitch, loses quite a lot of punch. So don't forget to sidechain the glitch. And also, another thing that I want to mention, the piano is not sidechained at all in the drop. It kind of worked over here because I think it was just like 1 octave layer. I don't know, because like, you already noticed, okay, it's not sidechained, but it kind of works, and over here it doesn't work because there is another layer, right? Yeah, it's like a bass arp bottom. Yeah. I think that's already like enough, too much for the limiter, so that's why it sounds more crowded over here than over here. But I think, yeah, the fix is just to like sidechain the piano, and again, not use Fruity Limiter. Just use the default wave shaper. I really like the progressions in this track. It was very, very good. I like it. I like it, yeah. Okay. That's about it. That's about it. Ah, that was a very nice track. So yeah, oh, joined an old man. I have no, just sad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. Yeah, because we been for 2 hours. So yeah, nice, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next stream is gonna be on Friday. We're gonna be working on Sherwood Remix again. Sherwood Remix again. Need to slow down to pronounce things correctly. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next. Peace.